What is up, Fit Fam? We are here today to talk about all things motivation, breaking through plateaus, and achieving the results that you want. So, without further ado, my name is Tara.
I'm Ken.
And let's get started. So first, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, motivation. Motivation can be really, really tough because motivation is an emotion. Just like happiness or sadness, motivation will come and go just like other emotions do. The way to keep your motivation high when you're feeling down, when you're not feeling like you want to go to the gym, when you feel like you just don't have it in you, you want to set achievable, realistic goals. If you start off with this intention in your head that you're going to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym 6 days a week when you've never done that before, that's not very realistic or achievable. If you're not a morning person, stop telling yourself you have to go to the gym at 5 a.m. Go to the gym at a different time. You really want to set those goals that you can actually achieve. And if you are new to starting the gym, then why don't you just start with maybe hitting the gym 3 days a week. Once you master that, then you can start adding a 4th day, a 5th day, and then your 6th day as you move on, you know? You want to celebrate your wins. So if you went to the gym every day for 3 days a week for a whole month, celebrate that. That's a great win. If you're new to the gym, you're new to working out, new to a diet plan, and you really want to celebrate your small successes because that's going to keep you motivated and keep you wanting to push forward.
Also with motivation is everyone has motivation to do something. Everyone has something happen in their life or something that they're going for. Everyone has motivation. It's a matter of just showing up. So make like she said, make a plan of what you're going to do at the gym and show up and do something. It doesn't have to be the best workout you've ever had. It doesn't have to be the most amazing workout you've ever had. You just got to show up. And that's a win, and that's what you should celebrate, just showing up. So if you have 3 days at the gym planned every week, show up for each day. Give your best effort. When you're there, do it. Get to it. If it's not amazing, it's okay. You showed up. That's what matters.
And you want to track your progress. So this happens to us specifically all the time. We'll feel like we're not making any progress in the gym. We'll feel like we're not making any gains. We feel like we're losing muscle. And we get really upset and kind of down on ourselves about it. And that's just part of the process. You know, we all have this sort of body image and issues in our head and in our minds of what we should look like versus what we do look like versus what other people actually see. So being able to track your progress, keeping track of how much weight you're lifting, so you can track how much you're going up or going down, how much you're altering that. Tracking your images, you know. We make a point to at least every 4 weeks to take photos. As uncomfortable as it is sometimes, it really, really helps because sometimes, you know, I get a little crazy and I have to step back and I have to look at my photos and wow, I really have come a long way from where I started. And it's really important to keep those photos and remind yourself of how far you've come and how amazing you're doing, because you look at yourself in the mirror every day, it's really hard to see that slow progress. But when you have those pictures right in front of you, they don't lie, you know?
Yeah, I'm the worst taking photos. You know this. And then I start getting down on myself. I'm thinking, man, I'm not looking good. I'm not looking where I should be. I shouldn't be this at this weight right now. And I'm like, oh, I get all pissed off and get all upset, and it kind of ruins my workout. So we'll go through the photos, and I'm like, wow, there's some positives that we could take it at. There's some changes that did happen. So that's a huge help. Take those photos at least twice a month, at least. That would be ideal.
Yeah, it really does help, and it goes a long way just to keep you in the game, you know, to keep you focused on what your end goal is. And seeing any results, as small as they are, celebrate them, you know. It's really awesome that you're taking the effort and you're going to the gym every day. And hi everyone that is joining us, so happy to have you here. We're just having a little discussion about motivation, plateaus, and achieving results. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment and type those in. We're happy to answer. Mindset and determination. Mindset is huge, and it's probably one of the hardest things to grasp and to practice, you know, every single day. There are going to be days where you wake up and you want to eat a donut and you want to lay in bed. It's just how we are. And having that self-discipline and the mindset and the determination to still push through, to eat healthy, and to get yourself to the gym, even if it's the worst workout you've ever had, you showed up. And that's what's important. So mindset and determination might not come at first when you're starting your journey here, but it will get there, and you will notice that your mindset will start to shift. If you miss a workout, you're not gonna feel good. You're gonna feel like crap, and you're gonna like, man, I really wish I worked out today. I'm achy because I didn't work out today. I'm sore because I didn't move my body the way I like to today. So you'll be surprised at how quickly those things change. And that really helps, again, with keeping that motivation going. It's all about routine. It's all about keeping yourself accountable and just pushing through when you can and giving yourself that grace when you can't. You know, you really shouldn't beat yourself up over missing a workout because the kids had soccer practice and then you had to go to emergency dentist appointment, and then, you know, everything can just unravel sometimes, and that's just the way life is. So just give yourself some grace, take a deep breath, and always start fresh tomorrow.
Yeah, just plan ahead. When things happen, life happens. Life gets in the way. So you have a plan to work out from 8:30 to 9:30, and something happens, something goes wrong. You know, it's frustrating, and just plan accordingly, and you know, forgive yourself and let yourself know it's going to be okay. Make up that workout, and then focus again for your next plan as well. So things happen, life happens. Like today, my workout was a little rough because a lot of chatty people at the gym today. So I have very rigid sets, rests in between my in between my sets. Today I was doing 75-second rests in between. So as I'm moving across the gym to get to the next movement, people come up, conversation happen, and it gets frustrating because, you know, 11 minutes later, I lose the sweat, I lose the that feeling. We gotta get right back to it. So things happen. Just keep going.
Yeah, accept it for what it is and just keep pushing forward. The point is to just keep taking those small steps forward over and over again, and eventually it gets easier, eventually it gets better, and before you know it, you're out the door, down the street, and smashed that goal a month ago.
True.
All right, so let's talk about some plateaus. This can be tough because a lot of people will lose their motivation, lose their determination to go to the gym because they feel really stuck. They feel like they've hit their weight loss ceiling, that they can't lose any more fat, and they can't gain any more muscle. You know, their body just isn't allowing them to, and there's a lot of different factors that can play in to breaking through a plateau. The first is usually diversifying your training program. It's really important that you want to change up your routine at least every 4 weeks. You never want to just continuously, all right, I've got 7 workouts and I'm going to do those exact same 7 workouts for the next 6 months and I'm going to hit my goal. It's not really going to happen that way. Your body is designed to metabolically adapt to whatever you're doing, whatever you're putting it through. So you want to keep challenging your body in new and different ways to help you keep breaking through those plateaus, whether it be strength, weight loss, muscle gain, whatever your goal may be. It's really important to keep diversifying that program. There's so many things you can do to diversify your programs. You can try different supersets. So let's say you can actually change up your workout, keep the exact same movements, but do them differently and pair them differently, and your body's going to adapt and change to them in a completely different way. So it's really spectacular what happens when you change up your program and get a little bit creative.
You don't need a lot of movements. You don't need to do 15, 20 different movements on your workouts. You could have 5 basic movements, and the way you adjust them and set them up is what could really make some changes. So tempo, I'm a huge fan of tempo. I never did tempo many years, and tempo is just super important, and it changes body composition. There's so much good with tempo. You change up the weights, you could focus on proper form. You could just do bench press and focus on bench press for like 2 months and get professional with the bench press. That's great. Focus on the tempo, the range of motion, your balance, your control, getting your glutes involved and your core involved. There's just so many different aspects to weightlifting that you don't need a plethora of movements.
Or equipment.
You really don't. Things are tried and true for a reason. Things work for a reason. We have many clients, many research books, many other coaches that we study and we know about, and there's some science to it, but that's where we could come in. We could help you with all these different ideas of supersetting, with hypertrophy, with strength training, power training, HIIT training, lists. Like there's just so many aspects that it's not about just going to the gym and going on the treadmill, do some bicep curls and call it a day. Find some different movements, find things that you like, and then, for example, hack squat. That's a tough one for me. I'm not a big fan of hack squat, but it's really good for you. But it's just hard for me, and I don't love it like I do with, say, a chest press machine. But it's something that you have to kind of find a way to love, find a way to like it. And until then, focus on getting stronger for that movement. Like I'm working on my RDLs that are depth with my squats, and sooner or later I'm going to start killing the hack squats, and it'll probably be one of my favorite movements when it's all said and done.
Yeah, usually something's not a favorite movement because it's challenging
It's
and
hard.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and it's uncomfortable. I hated leg day. Now I do leg days like 3 times a week. My legs are like my best feature now, and I used to be like all chest all day. And I hated legs because it was so challenging. It was difficult. Like I'd get winded. I wasn't comfortable with the form. Now I kill it. Now I love it. Now when people aren't doing leg day, I'm like, suckers. I'm doing leg day. My legs are getting bigger and stronger, and yours are not. So it's kind of like a mental edge too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Find something that you like about it and learn to love what you hate, and you're gonna see results big time. I've had the best body composition changes once I started loving leg days.
That's awesome. And then just some different ideas that you guys can use if you don't have a lot of education in weightlifting and different types of movements. If you just have your 5 or 6 movements that you're comfortable doing every day, that's a total body workout. Try different methods of different like rep methods. You can do drop sets, a rest pause method, 1 1/4 reps. You can focus on your concentric movement. You can focus on your eccentric movement. You can focus on your tempo. That's one of Ken's favorites. One of my favorites is dead stop reps. Talk about a killer. And pause reps. Pause reps are great too. For instance, a pause rep would be like a squat. You lower down into your squat, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Lift that sucker up. That's really going to get into your glutes. You're going to feel it in your hamstrings. You're going to feel that hamstring tendon right at the bottom of your glute. It's really going to fire up and burn, and it's going to change your squat to a completely different movement because you're challenging different muscle groups by diversifying your tempo and holding a movement in the downward position, or dropping weight and then going to fatigue and total failure. It trains the muscles in different ways so it doesn't adapt as easily, and you can still see those progresses happening.
Yeah, the rest pause, that is gnarly.
It's
Next
death.
time you're like on a quad extension machine, man, hit it for like 15. Go super light, focus on the form, get your core involved, really find that extension and that really squeeze of the muscle on top. Hit 15, rest for 5 seconds, hit another 10, rest 5 seconds, hit another 5. Man, you're gonna be the most sore you've ever been in your whole entire life. It's awesome.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions about any of the things we're talking about or chatting about here, this is like totally open forum style. Send your questions through. We're happy to help you guys. We're happy to talk to you guys. If you're not comfortable typing in your question, always DM us. We love to talk shop. Like, we're pretty obsessed with working out. So we're always happy to help you guys with whatever you think you might need. We still have that free download in our link in bio if you guys want to try different workouts. There's a home version and a gym version. You get both of those with the download.
And it's free. It's better than
free
programs you pay for. Like, it's legit. Just download it. It's solid.
Yeah, and we even have tempo in there for you guys to focus on.
Oh, yeah.
So it's super awesome. Anything else with breaking through plateaus? And nutrition is really important.
Yeah, that's hugely important.
No one ever likes to hear that.
Food is fuel. If you're not filled up, you're not going to survive. It's like you're trying to get to San Diego from LA and you don't have fuel in your tank. You're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Fuel up.
Yeah, if fat loss is your goal and you're starving yourself, you're only eating 1,200 calories a day, unfortunately, that's going to work for a little bit in the beginning and you're going to start to see changes, but your body's going to metabolically adapt and your body's going to freak out and hold everything you eat as fat, and then all of a sudden your weight loss is just going to halt, like slamming on the brakes. It's just going to stop and you're going to be stuck. And the longer you sit at that 1,200 calories or less, not only is it dangerous, but you're just screwing up your metabolic system. So it's going to take you longer and longer to recover and then start to lose weight again if you do start eating correctly. Definitely knowing how many calories you should be eating is super, super important. I love tdecalculator.org is a great resource. Every 5 to 10 pounds you lose, you want to recalculate those macros and make sure you're hitting them for your goal. But I always tell clients, as a rule of thumb, never go less than 1,450 calories. Ever, ever, ever.
We should probably do a question and answer just on nutrition alone, because
Yeah.
that's huge, and there's a lot of questions that come up with that. But it's very simple. It's science. Calories in versus calories out. It's called energy balance. And it's the idea of you could discuss it, or you could think of it more of a daily basis or a weekly basis. But find out what your body needs with your TDE. Be very stingy with and be very truthful and honest with yourself about how much activity level that you're at. So based on your body type, your age, your height, your weight, your body fat percentage, and how active you are throughout the day will give you a TDE, which is the number of calories that you should hit in a day that your body will remain the same. So for example, right now I'm at 2750. So for my body to stay the same right now, I need to have 2750 calories a day in order to stay the same. If I increase my cardio or I decrease my cardio, those numbers will change. So with knowing my number as 2750, if I want to lose weight, I have to go in a caloric deficit. If I want to gain weight, I go into a caloric surplus. And that's how you gain and you lose weight. So as summer's here and we want to shred down a little bit more, it's all math. If I'm at 2750 and I want to start cutting down, I could drop my calories by 500 calories a day. That gives you about 2250. If I do that, you're gonna lose about, what's that, a pound per week. It's math, it's science, that's just how it is. Where the deviation and issues come from is when you're not honest with what you actually put in your mouth.
Measure that food.
Yeah, if you're not honest, how are you gonna track it? How's it gonna be correct? It's not gonna be correct. You have to know exactly what your number is, hit the numbers based on the caloric surplus or deficit, and it's all math and science. You'll gain weight, you'll lose weight. It's simple as that. Now, a lot of people don't like what they look like when they shred down. It's because you need to have a nice, solid muscle base underneath. There's no toning. You don't tone your muscles. You build your muscles, and then you cut down the fat with your calories to reveal those muscles. So you can't work really hard, have no calories, do plenty of cardio, and expect to look lean. You have to have muscle first that you've built. Then as you lean out by being in caloric negative or a caloric deficit, it'll track up and you'll lose fat and the muscles will show. That's how you tone. You don't tone your muscles. You either have muscles or you don't have muscles, and you have fat and liquids over your muscles. And if you want the show, watch your calories. If you want to build, right now I'm kind of in this building phase where I'm trying to hit my calories on point with 2750, and I'm trying to do a maintenance build. So I'm trying to build some lean muscle. So as I do cut down on my calories, I'll go down about 2,250 calories. I'll be able to lose about a pound a week. And that could be a solid pound of fat per week. I do that for 5 weeks, I'm down 5 pounds, and that's where the muscles can show. That's where the leanness, the toneness, that's how my arms will show. It'll show because of the work that you put in to build the muscles. And once you cut down, everything shows.
Nice. All right, so now let's talk about achieving those results and like realistic timelines. So for us, we like to split our training cycles into 8 to 12 week cycles. So a lot of the pictures that we've been posting, like our personal before and afters, are usually within an 8-week period. So within 8 weeks, we're able to build muscle, cut down fat, and never hit a plateau because of the way we're planning our training programs. We're planning for periodization training, we do HIIT training, and depending on what our end goal is for that specific 8-week period, we plan the workouts accordingly, and we also have those workouts increasingly get harder through that 8-week period. So our muscles are never adapting to what we're doing. Even if sometimes we're not really switching up the movement, we might be switching up the tempo or the number of sets and reps, things like that, to keep our muscles and our bodies always guessing, kind of thinking what's coming next. It's a really great way that we use to personally get our results and to get results quickly. It's a short, 8 weeks is a great time frame because you can actually see realistic results within that timeline. You can achieve results in that timeline, and it's a short period of time to stay focused, right? It's just 8 weeks. That's 2 months, 4 weeks each.
Yeah, break it down.
Break it down however you need to. Like when I'm doing my Stairmaster, I'm like, all right, 20 minutes. That's 5 minutes, 4 times. We got this.
Easy. But yeah, 2 months is great. It allows you to, you get so much done. I just posted before and after that took 8 weeks. I think that I
19 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, I went from having 1850 calories a day, and I went to over 3,400 calories a day. I mean, the math is there. You just have a lot more calories your body needs. You feel it properly and correctly, and I
train it properly.
Yeah, almost 20 pounds of muscle in 2 months. It's legit. It's just science. You break down your muscle tissue. You repair it with enough protein. You give yourself enough carbs for fuel. You watch your fats. It's really simple. So with 8 weeks, it's super clean. You can focus for 8 weeks.
Yep.
You get a lot of results. It's gonna be hard, but break it down, like you said, break it down into 8 weeks. 4 weeks at a time, 2 weeks at a time, 1 week full of great workouts, and focus on that one day. Make this one day count. It's really easy. 2 months, super achievable.
Super achievable, and that's how we like to break it down for ourselves, because we love food. We love food a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, we like ice cream, pizza,
cookies,
candy, cookies. We're going to Disneyland on Tuesday.
We're gonna do a live. We're gonna show you actually what being vegan at Disneyland is all about, and it's so doable. There's a lot of junk food.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we put some pounds on for sure.
Yeah, refeed day. But 8 weeks is is a great amount of time to really focus, lock it down, stay on track, and really commit yourself to a program. And that's how we get our clients results, is we try to break it up into 8-week cycles, and we give them new programs every 8 weeks. We give them weekly check-ins. We make them take progress photos. We analyze those photos. We compare those photos. We'll send it out to them, showing them the differences that we see. We'll point out all the good, and we really want to celebrate those small wins with you. We do macro adjustments. If we see your progress photos and we think, okay, well, maybe they need a little bit more tweaking. Maybe they need more calories, less calories. Whatever your goal is how we'll base those macro projections on. All your workouts are personalized for you. If you have blown out knees, if you only have 2 5-pound dumbbells and a booty band, it doesn't matter.
Oh, we'll kick your ass with that.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 dumbbells and a booty band, oh my gosh.
It's pretty rough. But it's fun. It's achievable. You can do it in your home, your gym. You don't have to have a big gym. If you have an apartment gym with a Smith machine and a Swiss ball, we got you. So what's nice about our programs is that they're not cookie cutter. A lot of programs you'll get and it'll say to use this equipment and do this workout, and maybe you don't have access to that, and that makes you feel defeated already before you start. And we never want anyone to feel that way. This is legit personal training, one-on-one. We're in your pocket trainers. You can even message us directly during your workout. Send us a message, send us a video, say, hey Ken, am I doing this squat correctly? You can send us a video in real time. It's like actual personal training. It's not, everyone's leg day today, let's go. Everyone's gonna have a different program, and it's gonna be based on you and based on what you want and based on the amount of time that you can commit. Like I said, we've gotta set achievable, realistic goals. If you're a nursing student with 2 kids and 3 dogs, going to the gym 6 days a week
for 2 hours at a time,
it probably isn't going to work for you.
So probably do like 20-30 minute workouts 3 to 4 times a week with the watch nutrition. It's so doable.
It's very doable.
It's just so simple to do, but just so scary to imagine.
Agreed.
So don't be scared. Like, we got you. This is what we've been doing for years. We love it. We could talk about it all day long.
Yeah, we want to share it with you guys, and we want to share in your wins, and we want to help you realize that your goals aren't unachievable. We want to help you get to those goals. We want to do those check-ins with you. We want to talk to you. We want to know what's going on in your life. If you're missing a bunch of workouts, I'm going to call you, and I'm going to ask you why. There's no hiding. So if you guys have any questions ever about our training programs, or if you want to sample it, go ahead to the link in our bio. You can download our free 1-week workout guide. There's a home and a gym version. And always send us a DM if you have any questions at all about your workouts, about anything, workout, gym, fitness, nutrition related, we're here for you guys. You know, that's what we're here for. We love to do this. So yeah, I think that's it.
Sounds good.
All
Download
right.
that guide. It's 1 week, but you can do it for 4 straight weeks. It's amazing. You'll see results in 4 weeks with just that 1 week of training. It's amazing.
Give it a try and let us know what you think too. If you downloaded our guide, send us a message, tell us what you think, tell us what's going on. We're super excited to hear. We love to hear like changes and things that our clients are experiencing while they're doing our programs. We love to hear stuff like that. So reach out, we're here.
Solid.
Bye guys.